Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum friends. This is your host Malik Adil, and today we are going to configure the HCP on the Huawei routers. And as you can see, this is our topology on ENSP, and we will also gonna configure OSPF in the next video. But today we are going to configure the HCP on these both routers. You can see this is router 1 and this is router 2, and these both routers have some local area network here. Uh, One PC is connected, one server is connected here, and these both devices are connected with the switch. And this is the uh, gateway interface, and this gateway interface for this local area network G0/0/1. This will be our IP addressing scheme on both sides: 10.10.10.1/8, 20.20.20.1 /8. This will be the gateway address, and will be the same network address will be used on the devices also. As you can see, we have some configuration on router. First, we will reset these all configuration and reboot both the routers. So for reset, we will type reset, save configurations. Yes, this is asking to reset confirmation message. We will type Y. So the configuration has been reset successfully right now, and we will check display startup, and there are no startup configuration. We will reboot this device. All the configuration will be saved to next startup configuration. So we will type N for no, and now we will restart it and type yes, and it is now rebooting. We will repeat the same procedure on the other router also to reset the configurations. I will do the same process on the other router and reboot it, and then we'll show you the next step after reboot. So friends, as you can see, the router has rebooted now, and we are on the user mode. We will go to the system view. We will change sysname to R1. Same on the other router. System view, sysname R2. So first of all, we will enable DHCP globally. So DHCP is enabled now. Now we will configure IP pool. This is the name of the IP pool, LAN router 1. Now we will configure network IP addressing scheme, which we will be going to assign to our local area network. So this will be 10.10.10.0 and mask. We can type subnet mask, complete subnet mask, and also the number of bits. So it is, sorry, it is giving some error. So we cannot go beyond this limit. So we will reduce the mask bits 24. So this is configured now. Now we will configure gateway. So gateway will be 10.10.10.1 DNS 8.8.8.8. This is primary DNS and secondary DNS 1.1.1. Also, we can exclude some IP addresses. The first IP address in the exclusion range and the last IP address. So this will not going to assign the IP addresses between this range to the devices in the local area network. So these IP addresses are excluded. Now we will configure lease, where we can type day and some other formats also, unlimited. So we will configure day. We will configure number of day only for 1 day. So this is release time. Now we will go back and we will go to interface, gigabit ethernet. This is our local area network interface, which is the gateway interface of this LAN. 0/0/1. Here we will configure IP address 10.10.10.1. This is the gateway IP address. This should be the same which is configured in the IP pool. Sorry, we will also configuring subnet mask bits. So IP address is configured. Now we are going to assign the DHCP. So we are not going to configure DHCP locally. We will be using globally configured DHCP, which we configured earlier. So now the process is done now, and DHCP is configured on this router. We will quit. We can see this is our interface, and these are the display DHCP server statistics. See, right now we did not receive any kind of client request. Now we are going to PC, and on the PC we will release all the IP configurations. Now we check there are no IP addresses assigned. We will disable DHCP and re-enable. Now go to the command and check if some IP addresses. Yeah, IP address is assigned now. You can see 10.10.254. This is subnet mask, gateway address, and the DNS addresses which we configured on the router. So here we can also check. See, client requests are 3, DHCP discover message received 1, and DHCP request 1, DHCP release 1, and this is similarly server replied to the DHCP messages received, and 2 messages. We can also see DHCP offer 1, DHCP acknowledgement 1. Friends, we can also bind IP addresses to the MAC addresses. So whenever the same MAC address which is configured in the router is detected and is send any DHCP request, the router will go to assign the same IP address which is bound to that MAC address. So for that we can configure a MAC binding. We will go to the pool configured IP pool LAN R1 static bind IP address 10.10.10.60 MAC address. We will go to the PC and copy its MAC address. We will paste here, but we will be using different format. This format will be used. You can see. You can see the message received. The static MAC is exist in this IP pool because we already assigned IP address to this PC. So we will release the IP configurations. You can see. We'll go here and disable DHCP, and again we will configure this static bind. Now we come to the PC and enable DHCP. Now we check. See, the same IP address we bound to this MAC address is assigned now. So this is the IP pool configurations you can see here. So friends, on the other router there will be same configurations you can configure, and for today our configurations are done for the DHCP on the Huawei routers. Now I'm signing out, and do take care of yourself. Please subscribe the channel, like the video, and share with your friends. Assalamu alaikum, goodbye, and thank you so much.